Thabreakmaster doing Bleach reviews again? Oh my god! Yes, Bleach reviews are kind of back, baby. So, you know, expect more content actually coming out for me. Because if you follow my Facebook fan page on my Twitter, you would know that I said that there's going to be more content on the way. So, yeah, see, I wasn't lying. Some stuff's coming out. And I'll make a whole update video and tell you exactly what's going on and everything like that. Not to mention my Patreon as well. And because I haven't set the whole thing up yet with Patreon, but I'll tell you guys all about that in some kind of like update video later on and everything like that. But for now, let's jump to this Bleach review. So really, there's not too much to say when it comes to this Bleach chapter, because this week's Bleach chapter super short. This looks like the shortest chapter I've ever read in Bleach, actually. Because that thing took me literally like 2 minutes to read. I was shocked that I was actually done. I was like, what? So there's only 2 points I need to really talk about. Is, you know, the arrival of Ikaku, Yumichika, Hisagi, Rukia, and Byakuya on the field, and they're going to be facing off against the other servitors and everything like that. Badly's trying to go in and trying to stop Ichigo from going and everything, but freaking Ikaku comes in, attacks, and he dodges that, and then Rukia freezes his arm and everything, and then we got the Glutton Girls like, we can't let this happen. We gotta stop these suckers. Get our way. And they're like, no, you ain't going nowhere. Like we said before, we are gonna stop you. We're not fodder, son. Y'all about to lose. So yeah, we're gonna see a little bit of a bout or a little bit of a fight here, and I'm curious how this is gonna really play out in this fight. Not to mention, it's just kind of interesting because, you know, we got Yumichika, Hisagi, and Ikaku here. It's gonna be nice because Hisagi, we know he has a Bankai, so hopefully we get to see him use a Bankai, because I was wondering how this is going to work out, if he's ever going to get to show his Bankai, because if you remember what happened to him, facing off against Master Masculine, Yumichika, Ikaku, and Hisagi, they all got wiped out in like 2 seconds, and I was like, so we're not going to see them fight? But I see now they come back and they're going to be fighting here, but it's like, what could they really do? Really, because they're not that powerful. They didn't seem to train that hard, and especially you got Rukia and Byakuya there. We get to see Byakuya go in as well and see what's up with his sword and so on and so forth. So it's gonna be nice to see that as well. But it's just like, you know, it's interesting how this is gonna play out, because I mean, they're gonna win. I'm assuming here they're gonna win, but I don't know. Badby is pretty powerful. I wonder how they're actually gonna stop that. And it's gonna be interesting to see Rukia facing off against Badby, because, you know, he fought against Toshido, and Toshido stood not a chance, a flame chance at all. Like he just couldn't do it. Like he was just getting owned by Badby. So it's gonna be interesting to see her eyes facing off against his fire. So I look forward to that. Basically, the other part of this chapter is Ichigo confronting Uryu because he's trying to stop Juabak and the rest of them from leaving, and Uryu actually shoots at Ichigo, and I'm like, oh, so the betrayal is real, son. The betrayal is real right now. I was like, oh my goodness. Shoot the arrow, he blocks the first one, and then he's like, shoots another one, and then we get to see Orihime and Chad come into play all of a sudden. They got new outfits. It's interesting with Orihime's outfit. Orihime's outfit's very flashy and revealing a little bit with them boobs kind of out there. I'm like, well, like, just she don't normally wear stuff like that, so it's kind of interesting. So what, does she get like a power up off of the amount of cleavage she shows or something? What's happening here? And then you got freaking Chad having like this just chest all out and everything because the jacket he's wearing and everything. The jacket is kind of nice, but honestly, what are they gonna do? Like, what are they gonna do? Like, what kind of training could they possibly have done to combat against any of these guys right now? Like, come on now. Like, I really can't see them do anything, though. It's kind of nice that we saw Orihime actually block that arrow that Ishida shot, but still, I'm like, you ain't gonna do nothing. Like, this is funny, actually. But they end up actually leaving at the end of the day, so I'm curious how this is gonna play out. But I just know, too, actually, when it comes to Chad and Orihime actually appearing there, that means it's possible the third person, the mystery man, might be revealed soon, which is Grim Joe, Jaggerjack. So yeah, that boy might actually appear real soon, maybe in the next chapter. So I look forward to that actually too. So, you know, overall this wasn't a bad chapter. It's just, it was really short, and them big panels, it's like it's meant for the anime. That's what I'm thinking right now. Like these four past chapters, you put them together, that'd be a perfect episode. Like the way this is just, it's really for the anime, you know. That's kind of just what it feels like, you know, how he's drawing and everything. So before I actually end off this review and everything, I kind of want to talk about some of the other stuff that happened within Bleach, because I haven't done a review in a minute. So I kind of wanted to still do a bit of a discussion talking about some of the stuff that happened in Bleach. Just going back to Grimmy facing off against Kenpachi, and I want to say that, and don't hate me for this, but I despise that fight. This honestly was one of the worst fights I've ever seen in Bleach. I really I really don't like that. I don't like even saying that. That's my boy Kenny, man, and he had one of the worst fights in the series, in my opinion, because that was not a good fight. I really didn't enjoy it at all, and it was boring. Grimmy could have actually used his imagination to a greater extent. It's like they nerfed him a little bit, and it was a boring fight to read, honestly. I just didn't really like it that much. I didn't even really like the whole release of Kenpachi's sword. I mean, yeah, it's big and flashy, but alright. I mean, I don't know. I was expecting something else from it, I guess, and so I'm just like, it was just really underwhelming to me. I just really didn't like a lot of that stuff. A lot of those chapters just getting on my nerves, you know. What happened to Achiru too? I'm curious what's going on with that, because we saw Achiru's clothes on the ground, and we don't hear anything about that anymore at this point. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure Kenny's still laying on the ground. And that's the other thing. Oh! Because like I said, these past couple of chapters have really just been getting on my nerves. And I just really haven't been liking Bleach as of late. Which is part of the reason I couldn't even get myself to try to review it. Because it's just, that's how uninterested I started to become. Because it's just getting frustrating. Because these fights are just not that good. This whole second part of the war, not the first part. The way this 1,000-year blood war started was great. Really, really, really good. But the second part, the second half, these fights just feeling like a freaking RPG turn-based game. You know, you do your special move, try to do a big special move, try to finish them off, didn't work, so it's the opponent's turn to do a big special move and see if it kills you. I mean, that's basically what's been going on. It's like a back and forth kind of thing. It's not an actual fight. I want an actual fight. And that's what a lot of these fights are not really actual fights. It's just a lot of flashy moves and everything, and I'm just like, I'm not really enjoying it like that. Because like I said, Bleach is meant for the fights. But people always talk about Bleach, you know, and they recommend it to someone like, you know, you watch Bleach for the fights. That's what they always say. But it's like these fights haven't really been that great, and I'm just not really enjoying it like that. And actually, that whole Kenny thing was stupid, and how those freaking girls came in and just owned him just like that. Yeah, he has a few broken ribs and so on and so forth, but you're freaking Shinigami. You should be able to sustain that type of damage and still be okay to at least fight still. But he couldn't do crap. And I'm just like, what the heck? Not so much he still has his eye patch on. And people keep saying that, oh, you know, it doesn't take away his Resaitu or this and that. Like, they try to make a bunch of excuses, but at the end of the day, it still has some limitations on him because he's still blocking one of his eyes. It's still limiting him in some way, so it's weird why he even limited himself in the first place when he's supposed to have his power unlocked 100%. So, like, what's the point of the eye patch at this point then? It's just kind of weird. So, it's just, I just, like I said, I was having too many issues with it, and then, like I said, the last couple of chapters, too, just have been very, very slow-paced, and just somewhat uninteresting because we don't go anywhere really. We don't really learn too much either. It's just kind of passing the time. Like I said, it's more so in a style of like, it'd be perfect if it's animated. You know, put those 4 chapters together. Boom, perfect animation, and then boom, a good episode. You know, it's something like that. It's hard to read weekly is what the problem is right now because of how he's drawing it out. So, yeah, but those are my thoughts. I really wanted to talk about that because that whole Kenny thing, it upset me. I was frustrated with that crap. Like, you can't... What are you doing? Like, I don't know. I just couldn't. I mean, I like Ichigo's like new design, his whole outfit and everything, and his 2 dual swords and how he's using Gesuga Tensho and everything. So that's kind of nice how he's doing that. So I like that. I do like that. But yeah. But overall, this chapter wasn't a bad chapter. I would say it was a good chapter actually. I did enjoy it. So leave a comment below, tell me what you think of this week's chapter. Like this review, or yeah, the review, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Bleach reviews from me. Or hopefully I can do more Bleach reviews anyways. But, so yeah, until then people, break out.